What's going on, my PT peeps and my Walking Dead family? Welcome to the PT channel. I'm One Eye Bri, back to talk about The Walking Dead Season 9, Episode 10, my review, recap. So obviously, spoiler warning for The Walking Dead Season 9, Episode 10. Maybe some for the back half of Season 9 as well. So if you're worried about spoilers, just stop watching. So overall, I thought Season 9, Episode 10 was alright. It was a decent episode. It was a good Alpha backstory with Daryl, Lydia, Henry, and Alpha in Baltimore. So it was interesting. Omega, Season 9, Episode 10, titled Omega. That's actually the TWD rewards phrase for the episode. A captive or a refugee, that's Lydia. A new arrival at the hilltop opens up about the leader of a group of mask-wearing savages. A search party sets out on a daring mission to find two missing friends. I liked the early part of the episode, especially when you saw day 23 and day 43 in Baltimore. Not sure why Alpha has that accent, but if it's Baltimore, Maryland, as it just said downtown Baltimore, but we're not sure. I like the Lydia aspect of hearing the story. It was one way and then another. Did you catch it that she had it backwards really at the beginning? Lydia was actually tattooed on Frank's arm, not Alpha's. Alpha shaved her head, not Frank shaving his beard. And it was kind of interesting. The Henry-Lydia dynamic is like, come on, Henry, you should be smarter than this. But Henry's lost. He doesn't have anyone at Hilltop. Lydia is someone that he can bond with. He's probably liking her. He's a teenage boy. I mean, come on. We've all been there in the teenage years. We're thinking about one thing. Come on, right? But Lydia, Henry, the moments were kind of nice, but Daryl using Henry was pretty smart. Daryl was pretty good in the episode, I thought. And even though we didn't see that many different people, it was Hilltop and Alpha's backstory, and that's really what we got. When Tara went out and was leading the group, the search party, it was pretty smart of her because they were being watched. It was basically a setup for the group to come out so the Whisperers could find them, where to go, and track them back to Hilltop, and it was another trap. And the fact that we saw Cal and Marco, and really characters that we haven't really seen much of over the series, but this season we're seeing more and more of them, it doesn't bode well for Cal and Marco, I have to say, for the later part of the season, if you know about the Pike lineup and everything there too. So the group came out and basically found the horses and killed all the walkers. And it was pretty cool to see Tara leading them because Hilltop's going to need a leader. Daryl's really not going to be the best leader of a community, but the walkers around were really easily taken out by Magna, Yumiko, Tara. Tara was kind of a badass, and you're like, really? Is Tara going to be that type of character now? I kind of think so. Yumiko, I definitely think is a badass. Magna's pretty tough, and I like that about the group. I definitely like Magna's group. I kind of miss Luke a little bit because he's kind of the comic relief, but Connie, Kelly, Magna, Yumiko, I definitely am digging the group. Hopefully you are as well, and hopefully they can be characters for a long, long time on the show. But like I said, Marco has his little one line. He had it in there last episode, and he had it early in the first half of Season 9. So he's getting more and more parts, but they're very small, and we'll see what that means for the character going forward. And hopefully you guys participated in the live stream that I had earlier today. Every Sunday, 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, except the next Sunday I'll be on the Walker Stalker cruise. And someone said that they heard that Laura was going to get killed off in this. Laura wasn't even in the episode. So if they heard something in comicbook.com or wherever they actually read, that was clearly wrong. But their group is being watched here, and it looked to be a setup by the Whisperers to come find the walkers and the horses. So the Whisperers are pretty smart. They set up traps with the arrows, then they set up a trap with the horses so they could be followed on where to go to basically find the hilltop. And I wonder what they did with the horse skins. Is that how they have shelter, or they do something with it? They are clearly savages, but they are surviving out in the woods. They don't have a community and a good camp. So I want to know more about the group called the Whisperers that we're getting glimpses of. And I like the assertive tone that Tara was like, yep, we're getting back to Hilltop. Come on, come with me or don't. I'm going back because it's the right decision. And overall, the episode was kind of slow. There wasn't really much going on. We saw a backstory in this, and then Lydia messed it up when Frank was actually the one that cared for Lydia more than Alpha. So I don't even know if Alpha and Lydia were actually playing checkers. So I don't even know if that happened. So I don't know what was true, what was not. But from what I got, Alpha killed Frank, and Frank actually cared for Lydia. Daryl coming in and ripping Henry away is pretty smart because Henry was like, yeah, my mom, my second dad, we live at the kingdom. It's about a mile or so, day's ride. And basically just telling Lydia so much information about the place where he's from. He's got friends and family there. Don't trust this new person that you don't know anything about who's probably lying to you. The Alpha backstory was pretty cool. I did like seeing it, and I kind of wish that was Fear the Walking Dead. Day 1, day 23, day 35, day 43, and it was kind of cool to see another group at the start of it in the same universe of The Walking Dead, and I really wish that was Fear the Walking Dead. So from what I got, Frank had Lydia tattooed on his arm. He loved Lydia and wanted to protect her. Alpha was the aggressor. Alpha was the mean one. Alpha was the Ed, and Frank was the Carol. So the roles were reversed. So it's kind of interesting. That's where we got from the backstory. But like I said, I enjoyed the episode. I enjoyed Daryl talking with Lydia, Lydia's backstory with Alpha, well, Alpha's backstory through Lydia's eyes, and Henry and everything there. It was just a little slow. Some of the things were kind of ridiculous, like Daryl was trying to be nice with her, and then she kind of like attacked him with the water ladle. Just give her a cup, dude. Like, what are you doing? Why are you trying to give this ladle through the thing and try to get information? So we tried to be nice cop and bad cop and good cop and bad cop and this and that. And you're like, what's going on here? Just give her a cup of water and not some ladle full of water. Like, what is that? Come on, you should have cups, right? And also, what are you giving her antibiotics? They got to be really hard to come by, right? And who knows what Lydia has after putting walker skins on her body and living in the woods. Those whispers gotta be nasty. I did like the idea of Magna's group taking a vote and be like, we gotta go find Luke. He's one of ours. We gotta do it, right? And I like the idea that they went to go find their own, because Luke is a member of their group, and that's what I would want to do as well. Then you go back to Henry, and he's like, all right, I'll stay with you. And they go out, they eat a worm. It just, what are you doing? Come on, man. And then Lydia was going to hit him with a hammer, and they trip over the rock. I mean, they had to have a bonding moment. It was just kind of funny. But the Whispers are at Hilltop now. I can't wait for the showdown next week. Alpha face-to-face with Daryl. Where's Beta? That's what everybody wants to know. No Beta this episode. But one cheesy thing that I thought did not make sense is, why was Connie so far behind Kelly and the two Hilltop guards? What is that all about? What is going on there? Why is she not right next to Kelly and they're walking together side by side? And when Tara and Yumiko saw the Whispers coming towards Hilltop, Connie still had plenty of time to run towards Hilltop. But I'm sure we'll find out in next episode why that was done, for a reason, for sure. I think we know the answer. If you know this channel, you know potentially what's going on. But Daryl is going to have a big showdown with Alpha face-to-face next episode. I'm excited for it. The Whispers are at Hilltop, and there's a lot of them. I don't know how many more there are, but I did not see Beta in the coming attractions for next week or in this episode. And I know a lot of people are waiting for Beta. I'm one of those people for sure. But overall, I thought the episode was pretty good. I'd probably give it a 6 out of 10. It was a little on the slower side of things and a little more, come on, get to the story. And it was part of a good backstory, but it was really the whole episode. So we'll have to wait next week to see Alden and Luke traded for Lydia, is what I assume. I can't wait to find out. But Alpha walking towards Hilltop was pretty cool. Samantha Morton looks pretty good as Alpha, I have to say. There could be little tweaks of how she looks, but overall, I think it's pretty good. But the way she talks, her accent, I can see why it bothers people. It doesn't really bother me much at all, but if she's supposed to be from Baltimore, Maryland, I don't really understand the New Orleans type accent or Southern accent that I'm hearing. I don't know where she's supposed to be from. I mean, Samantha Morton is British, another British actor on The Walking Dead. Funny, right? Well, I know she's from Europe. I don't know if it's exactly the UK. But there you go, guys. That's my review and recap of the episode. Overall, I'd give it a solid 6 out of 10, maybe a 6.5, but it's a good backstory for Alpha. We get to know the character more and more, and I think that was the main purpose of this episode. So we'll probably get more of a story going forward. We'll see the kingdom and everything next week, and I'm excited. Let me know your thoughts. Post your comments below. Did you like it? Do you agree with what I said? And what do you think of Lydia, Daryl, Henry, and Alpha? Thank you guys for watching. I truly appreciate it. Like, share, subscribe, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell to get notifications of the videos that we post on a daily basis. And remember, guys, with hard work, dedication, belief, and sacrifice, you can truly achieve your goals. Believe in yourself. You can do it. It's about love, support, staying positive, making memories, and tell them, Daryl.
Yo, we love you guys. Honestly, thank you.